I do not propose to talk today about the need for reforming our educational system. Eminent people and leaders of public opinion have from time to time given expression to views which are well known. The entire process of education has to be viewed as an integrated whole, and we have to be clear about the objectives that we wish to achieve. As you are aware, we are already engaged at present in a process of economic development. Indeed, we are going through what may be called a period of industrial revolution. A large number of industrial and other types of units are being set up all over the country. For manning these units, we need a large number of trained technical people. Most of you have given considerable attention to engineering education, and the universities also have done the same. We have set up a few large technical institutions. Now that we are preparing a fourth plan whose size would be equal to that of all the first 3 5-year plans put together, obviously our requirements for technical personnel will be much greater. So I would like all technical institutions in the country to make an assessment of the expansion that they can undertake for increasing the number of students for technical courses and to bring forward specific proposals. The content of technical education has to be good and substantial, but it is equally important that our young people should have a practical approach to problems. I would like them to be anxious to use their own hands in order to do a good job. It is an approach of this nature that will enable the country make rapid progress in the matter of industrial development. Now, I would like to say a few words to you about the employment opportunities for young men in the coming years of our national development. The completion of education marks a turning point in the life of every man. Naturally, your anxiety will be to get suitable employment which is necessary for finding the means to live. Opportunities for employment are being created more and more as our development plans are given effect to. The fourth 5-year plan, for instance, which will commence in less than a year and a half from now, makes provision for 20 million jobs. It cannot be said that everyone who acquired a degree or diploma will find employment immediately, but most of you would, in due course, find yourselves employed in one way or another. There is equality of opportunity for everyone, and to a large extent, your future is really in your own hands. Whatever may be your position in future life, each one of you should first of all think of yourselves as citizens of the country. This confers on you certain rights which are guaranteed by the Constitution, but it also subjects you to certain responsibilities which will have to be clearly understood. Ours is a democracy which gives freedom to the individual, but this freedom has to be subjected to a number of voluntary checks in the interests of organized society, and these voluntary checks have to be exercised and shown in daily life. A good citizen is one who obeys the law, whether there is a policeman around or not, and who takes pleasure in doing his civic duties. In the olden days, the sense of orderliness, manners, and discipline was taught by the combined effort of the family and the teacher. But the economic stresses of modern life do not leave much time to parents to look after their children. Dear sirs, we are in receipt of your letter dated 2nd May and we thank you for the same. We have booked the consignment of goods you asked for by passenger train and we are sending herewith the relative railway receipt. In this connection, we wish to state that Messrs. Tara Chand and Sons have now ceased to be our sole agents for your district. This position has come about because for some time past the question of opening branches of our company in all principal towns of the state has been engaging the attention of the board of directors in view of the fact that most of our customers come from villages and they could not take advantage of the sole agency. Moreover, we had to give agency commission which we shall now be saving. The saving thus effected will help us giving extra discount on all cash sales exceeding 100 rupees at a time. Pending a final decision with regard to opening of branches in all principal towns of the state, we propose to appoint you as our agent in your district. You have been favoring us with large orders. In fact, our products are very popular in your district and we are receiving substantial orders every day. Yours is a reputed firm and the recommendation to appoint you as our agents has come from many quarters. We shall be glad if you could accept this offer. Yours faithfully.